probably all aware, working with the Rock Project and working with the local music service, I see a lot of young people and I teach a lot of young people music. And one of the bands that keeps rearing their heads with young people is Imagine Dragons. I don't know why. They're fine, but they seem to be held up as one of the best bands of all time. I've said in previous videos that the music that the children are listening to now, the music their parents listen to. So Imagine Dragons was about 10, maybe 12 years ago. I'll look it up later, it was probably a bit longer. And they sort of alternative rock. And what's cool about Imagine Dragons is a lot of their music is actually quite simple. One of the songs I teach 2, maybe 3 of the Imagine Dragons songs. And one of the ones I teach is Believer by Imagine Dragons. And the other one I teach is Enemy, which we're going to look at today. Enemy has 2 chords. We have G and F sharp. Sounds a bit like this. Sound of the silence that allows my mind to come around with my ear up to the ground. I'm searching to behold the stories that are told, and so on and so forth. This is a reasonably simple way to play it. I'm going to show you a few different ways to play it here. If you are brand new to guitar, you've never picked up a guitar before in your life, or maybe you've had a couple of lessons, you'll mostly be playing single notes. Now, if you find the E string, remember, elephants and dogs grow big ears. We're finding the string closest to our chin. You can do it on the E string closest to the floor, but the E string, closest to the floor, yeah, the E string closest to your chin is where we really want to be. Now, we're going to take our hamster hand and we're going to pop our thumb on the back. We're going to put our index finger over to play fret 3, the first dot on the fretboard. For those of you who don't remember hamster hand, we have to pretend we've got a really fat hamster in our hand and that we don't want to let it go. And then we're going to put our hand here. A thumb on the back, palm of the hand doesn't touch the guitar at all. So what we're going to do now is play G, which is number 3 on the E string, the first dot. Going to play that and hold it for 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to put our finger on fret 2. Do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Spare the sympathy. Everybody wants to be my enemy. E, E, E. Look out for yourself. My enemy. E, E, E. Now, if you want to do one up, one harder than that, you can make power chords. So, index finger on fret 3, ring finger on fret 5 of the A string. Elephants and dogs grow big ears. Second string down from your chin. And if you play those 2, we get this. So that same shape goes from the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret. Harder version of that, we could put our little finger down on the 3rd string down from our chin, elephants and dogs, so we've got D. Play all 3 strings. And that'll be perfectly adequate. Now remember, I am not teaching you how to play it exactly like the record. My thought is you might be, I don't know, at a party or at a campfire or with some friends in a practice room and you just want to perform the song. I want to get you to that point. So we're not imitating how the record sounds, we're doing our best to play the chords on this instrument. So the other thing we can do, if you're a bit more advanced with your chords, we just do it in a... I see nothing wrong with just doing major chords on this one. 2, 3, 4, F sharp, 2, 3, 4. G, 3, 4, F sharp, 2, 3, 4. That's just a standard bar chord. I'll put a square up on the screen so you can see the standard bar chord. But this is probably for more advanced players, really. You're going to put your finger down so it covers all of the strings, and you're pushing down so all of those strings will sound. It sounds horrible. Then you're going to put your middle finger down on the G string on the 4th fret, your ring finger down on the A string on the 5th fret, and your little finger down. So it's just that power chord shape we did earlier. Then you put your middle finger down on the G string, and then slide that whole shape down, and then slide it back up, and slide it back down. And then when you get to the chorus, you just pulse it. Oh, the misery, everybody wants to be my enemy, and so on and so forth. So those are 2 ways to play it. I'll show you the 3rd way, which is what I was playing at the start of this video. The first chord, so we're going to focus on playing the D string, the G string, and the B string. So remembering elephants and dogs grow big ears, we've got the D string, the G string, and the B string. Your index finger, so the finger that you pick your nose with, that's going to go on the 3rd fret, so the first dot on the B string, Your middle finger is going to go on the 4th fret of the G string, and your ring finger is going to go on the 5th fret, nice and strong there, of the D string. So we've got D, G, and B strings, and our finger should look like this. And then you just play those 3 strings, and then slide it down 1 fret, 2, 3, same position, and 2, 3, 4, and sliding it back down. So when we're doing the chorus, we just pulse that as well. Oh, the misery, everybody wants to be my enemy. This is a little bit harder because you're trying to hit strings in the middle of the sets of strings. So that's probably, if you're a bit more advanced, I certainly wouldn't try this one if you're a beginner. If you're a beginner, just try your index finger on fret 3 of the E string closest to your chin, then fret 2. If you're more advanced, you can do this one. And if you want to go for a bit more of a, just a standard fuller sound, so remembering that this isn't exactly what's on the record, but you can play along to the record. And you could also take this to an open mic night, or if you're still at school, you could take this to a school assembly, take it to your friend's band, the band that you play with your friends, and you can perform Enemy by Imagine Dragons. If you would like to learn an instrument and play with other musicians in a band, or you have a young person at home that would like to play an instrument with a band, then you can sign up to the Rock Project sessions. We have sessions in Bath, Trowbridge, Chippenham, Keynsham and Swindon. You can learn guitar, bass guitar, drums, vocals. You get to play together in a band with other people your age with similar interests. And at the end of the year, we put on a big gig in a local venue near where you live, near where the sessions run. If you would like to learn more, you can email me at wiltshire@therockproject.com, or you can head on over to www.therockproject.com and check out some of the videos and some of the links on there. Thanks for staying to the end of the video, and I'll see you guys very soon.